Hey, yo, mic check, 1, 2. What is this?
Yo, this is some dude episode. I don't know which number we at now. I lost count. 2 something.
We got 206.
Okay.
Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. You can catch us currently right now on the Barber's Chair Network, Facebook, and the YouTube page, and Twitter page, along with the What Digital Twitch and the YouTube page. Scott wanted to make sure that we was doing what we needed to do. I see Scott. When Scott's ready, we'll bring him up.
What do you mean do what we need to be doing? Is he not think we're on the job?
Man, Boss Man was like, yo, I need my logo up on the top of the shit.
It don't be there?
Going live on everything. And there's the boss right there.
You micromanaging us?
No, I'm just making sure niggas is on their job.
I feel like I'm being micromanaged right now. Oh, okay.
I said, boss man, whatever you want, we got.
We the ones sitting in our cubicle. He walking through, looking over our shoulder.
Walking through, looking at us. Okay. So it's not gonna be a long show today, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a lot to talk about. It's really only like 2 topics for us, really. So we gonna get to that because also we got a debate. I'm drinking because it's been a long day. Normally I don't drink during the show. I might take a edible, but I'm drinking.
So you say you're not Dante?
No, I'm not Dante. But I have the new tequila that I don't want to try out.
Okay.
And it's just smooth as hell. That's why that motherfucker might be a problem. Ain't no bite to that motherfucker at all. So before we get started on anything, as we have been doing on every episode, mental health check. Mike, how you doing?
I'm all right, bro. Mondays and Tuesdays, these past couple weeks been whooping my ass, but we made it. We made it. It's like those are the hardest days of the week. You know what I'm saying? Everything is smooth after Tuesday, but we good though. Feeling good, feeling great. No complaints. All thanks.
Scott, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm tired. I'm good. I'm just trying to think about how I'm gonna get through Houston without getting to the stadium drunk. That's like since it's a night game.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
I know like hella people going. My homie Will is out there in Houston. He's been trying to get me to come out there for literally about a decade now.
Because you don't like South.
I'm not big on the South. I'm not big on the South whatsoever. I like Atlanta, but let's be very clear. I like Atlanta, not Georgia. There's a very distinct difference between Atlanta and Georgia. So I'm not big on the South, but we're going down there. So shout out to Tiff. Tiff hit us with like an itinerary, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to like be on a drink count because I've got work to do. So that's pretty much what my brain has been going. And so yeah, Pavy's gonna be my cameraman this week because my brother has work the next. Since it's a night game, he can't get back that quick. So yeah, that's what I'm. But besides that, I'm good. I'm good. Just working.
I know a lot of people that's gonna be down there in Houston, boy. Repping. So yeah, shout out to that. I know Houston is lit. So I haven't been to Houston, but I've heard stories.
I've heard stories too.
So
I like Houston. Trill Burgers is good.
Okay.
I've not been anywhere else that people would normally frequent, but I heard Onyx is good time there. It's going to be a lot of Chicago events. It's probably going to be too many Chicago people for me.
Yeah, I definitely understand. Let's be very clear. If the Bears did not have a game, I would not be going there this week.
Yeah,
just want to throw that out there.
I saw party flyers of Chicago Houston takeover.
Can I say something real quick? Man, I don't want to cut you off. It's your show. Well, I want to kick it with niggas I'm in the city with. Like that's one thing I don't want to come and see the same holes I see here. Like I just don't. Let me see some of Houston, Texas finest. Like that's what I want to see. I don't want a Chicago takeover.
Whatever clubs, I don't know. I don't go to the clubs anymore in Chicago. So
I don't either. I'm too old.
I don't know which clubs are popping nowadays, but I do know a couple party promoters that promote at some of these clubs in the city that got parties going on in Houston. So just like you said, Scott, whoever it is you party with on Friday night in the shop, that's probably who you go see down there in Houston on Saturday
Yeah,
night, which is crazy.
I was-
Like I don't want to be
yeah,
involved.
I don't want to see y'all.
So
I want to see new people. I want to see new environments.
yeah.
I don't want to go to a club and see everybody out west that's out here kicking it, and they're not going to the game. See, that's even the killer part. A lot of these people that's going out there to kick it ain't even going to the game.
Well, I'm not traveling down
They-
nowhere if I'm not at least at the game, fam. That makes
Right.
no sense.
I'm not going to no Chicago, Houston takeover. I'm not going to Memphis in May. I'm not going to Miami on Memorial Day. I'm not going on any of those days where Chicago people is going to be at.
I heard about Miami on Memorial Day though. I heard about
Yeah.
that though.
Yeah,
I heard stories about that. I think I want to indulge
You want to indulge in what, Mike?
in Miami on Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, because you already been to Miami
Not on Memorial Day though.
on your birthday
Look, Miami
without your family.
Miami and Christmas is terrible, right? It's over.
Scott, who go to Miami without their family?
Hey man, I was right back.
Niggas who want to cheat on their family.
That's
what
not
goes on.
true. That's not
Yeah.
true. Do not put that in the atmosphere because that is not true. That's not true. I went to a football game
No, we got to make. We got to.
and I was back Christmas morning at 9 o'clock. I was 9 a.m. in the morning.
That
I was
nigga was
back.
back like Steve Martin on planes, trains, and automobiles. Man. Like he just showed up in the morning. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody.
There you go.
That shit look like a Black Christmas film. Hey, speaking of the NFL, let's go ahead and get started. Part of the reason why I got Scott on is to talk about the Chicago Bears, and then plus Mike, your Dallas Cowboys. Both of us ended up 1-0.
Shout out DG, you funny as hell. He said we surveyed 100 men. Funny as hell.
Dead ass, DG. Hey, so we're both undefeated right now.
Yeah.
Both
I'm
of our
glad I
teams-
was able to put that like on your status where you said like this status if your team is undefeated and your quarterback is healthy.
Not only are y'all undefeated and your quarterback is healthy, your quarterback
Got
signed the biggest quarterback in the biggest contract, excuse me, in NFL history. Mike, how you feeling?
I'm cool with it. I'm just glad it's over. I'm glad it's over. I said on the pod, I said if a contract is not signed prior to them taking the first snap week 1, then it wasn't going to get done during the season. And he probably was 1 foot out the door, already gone pretty much. So that was my prediction. And I'm glad they got it done. And yeah, let's go, fam. I'm over everything. I'm glad CD got his money. I'm glad Dak got his money. He's the highest paid quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Got $1 million more guaranteed than Freaky Shaun. And we went right into Cleveland and we beat Freaky Shaun. So, hey, I'm cool with all of that. I'm happy that got his bread. And then let's just we want to get into the game real quick. I watched the game.
No.
Okay, hold on. All right, go ahead. What else?
Are we good on the trade for Micah Parsons? Scott, so
I
offer Mike a trade. I offer Mike a trade because they can't afford him. I offer Mike.
Yeah, y'all can't afford him.
They said we couldn't afford Dak, but here we are. So I don't know.
Offer the trade that looks like the Carolina number 2, which is basically a 1 now. And the number 1 pick in the 2026 draft for Mike.
Look, bro, I said I'm cool with it, bro. I feel like Michael Parsons is replaceable. We could find another, you know what I'm saying? We could find another defensive player his caliber somewhere in the draft. I don't know.
He's definitely more replaceable than Dak or CD.
So I'm cool with it now, especially with the Dak deal done.
Yeah.
Now,
going
into the offseason with Dak not signed and Michael Parsons not signed,
you've been cooked.
That's a different scenario. But
you'd have been like 70s Cowboys. But I said, the last time Cowboys was that bad. Like 70s, early 80s.
1989.
Yeah, 1989. Yeah.
1989.
Yeah, so I'm cool with it, bro. I told you, fam. I feel like Michael Parsons is not 100% focused on football. As soon as the game is over, he broadcasted. I can't do that. I can't co-sign that kind of behavior. Okay. I understand he getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Michael. Get your bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. But I just feel like it's too chitty chatty, too gossipy. It's like shade room of football, bro. I can't deal with it, fam. I don't want no parts of that, dog. That's how I feel it is. I feel like it's like he worked for the shade room, bro. And it's like gossip football.
He doing what Draymond do, but at least Draymond got 4 championships before he started doing it.
There you go, fam. Like he not solidified in this game yet, man, to be out here just, getting on, you know,
Bleacher Report.
I can't do it. I can't have it. But shout out to him getting his money though. I know Bleacher Report paying him, and he got his own show, and that's all cool. But I'm not cool with it. So if y'all want to trade for Micah Parsons, we could talk.
I would rather trade for offensive lineman than Micah Parsons, so we can keep our number 1 draft pick upright.
Yeah. Mike, how you felt about the game and exposing Freaky Shaun? Because now, because of y'all and the way that he played, he's gonna be out the league.
Yeah, man. I kind of feel bad for him, man. It did, did y'all see the news that came out about another a lawsuit against him, a civil?
Oh, they forget all that. They just dropped an article. Said that they got a hold of his contract. Oh. So they got all of the contract language and everything. And if something came out that was not disclosed when he signed the deal, they could get out of it.
But going into that game, the Cowboys was underdogs, and I said on the pod last week, I said we were gonna get the victory. I said it's still the Cleveland Browns, and I still feel like we have majority of the pieces of the team back. We're not missing much. So going in, I was confident that they was gonna get the dub. I liked what I saw on offense in the first half of the game. I didn't like I loved what I saw from defense and special teams the whole game, but on offense, it looked shaky in the second half. They wasn't in sync like I would have liked them to be, but we'll charge it and chalk that up and we'll make the adjustments, I think. But overall, I think they played a great game, and I wasn't shocked at the outcome. I was slightly shocked at the Deshaun, how he looked. I text you, man, and I said, yo, this nigga done. He had one solid drive where they went down and scored and he was making his throws and everything like that, but other than that, he looked bad. He looked real bad, bro. That offense in general just looked bad. So,
and did y'all see that clip of him trying to pick up one of the offensive linemen and they waved his ass off?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
he done lost the locker room already, huh? Already.
I think a lot of them niggas. I don't know this for a fact, but I think a lot of them niggas don't like him. Like that's what I think.
Yeah.
Possible. But I kind of feel like too, like, is it possible that it's just like the system that he's playing in? It just don't fit.
That stinks.
Well, he's bad.
Stinks, bro.
Okay, he's bad. Okay,
in no way, Joe Flacco at age 80 can look the way he looked last year.
Okay,
and he's just bad. He's been bad for a long. 2 things that I'm glad people are seeing. 1, that Deshaun been bad since like 2020, and 2, that Aaron Rodgers is a throw out of bounds merchant. I'm finally glad that people are seeing that. I've been screaming that for about 8 years at this point, that he be conservative on purpose so he don't try to throw picks. The other 2 things I'm glad people are realizing.
Yeah. See, we talked about this yesterday. Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. Deshaun Watson he's just defeated. This is his own undoing too. When you read the reports, and we said this on the show once before, Mike, it feels like he's just the lame that got too much too soon. Mm-hmm. He's the lame that probably got away with a lot of stuff because he played football, and that shit just kept going and kept going, and then it just got to a point where he ended up being Bill Cosby light. When you look at it, this is now, I think, what's 27th.
First of all, let's think about that number. That number is
like
any nigga that let Mia Khalifa come to this house and play basketball is a deviant that needs to be under the jail.
I forgot all about that.
Like, we gotta really look at like it's kind of like what Bang was saying on the show yesterday. He some people need the freakness in them to play, and he just since he got caught, he ain't been the same guy.
Bro, y'all see his girl? Why just don't get his girl to give him the massages that he was?
That don't mean
yeah, she might not be with it.
A lot of this shit got to do with power. It's not about access, it's about power.
Yeah.
It starts off as access, then it becomes power. And matter of fact, I'll give you the perfect example of a show that I know that me and Scott has watched. Mike, I don't know if you watched it. Billions.
Yeah, I watch Billions. Yeah,
I mean, Billions.
Mm-hmm. I stopped watching after season 4 though. I was like,
I just gotta say this real quick. Season 1 to season 3 is excellent.
Absolutely.
Season 4, I didn't like. It's not bad. I ain't like it like that because I didn't like seeing Axe and Chuck be friends.
Mhm.
Season 5, great. Season 6 is terrible without Axe. And season 7 is in because Axe came. The actor Damian Lewis, he left because his wife got killed.
Mhm.
And then when they came back, the 7th season, like he wasn't in there as much as he needed to be. So I just had to get that out.
Mhm. Season 4 lost me, but go ahead, man.
So my man Paul Giamatti, high power lawyer, goddamn district attorney, going after all white collar crimes. He got a wife that's a therapist.
I love Wendy Rose.
Yes.
That's one white woman I give it up for.
Love her since Sons of Anarchy.
Mhm.
She's definitely a favorite on this show right here.
Absolutely.
But to get his rocks off, this nigga became Freak Man.
Yeah.
And in certain times, he needed that therapy from the freaky shit.
Yeah.
To get him back in order.
That's a good comparison.
A lot of deviants use this deviant shit to put them back in the game. He ain't got it. He can't do it. He ain't been shit ever since. I am not condoning it because I just think it's nasty as hell. And Deshaun Watson probably shouldn't have gotten the contract that he got, but because of the talent that he possessed, he was able to get. Not only was he able to stay in the league, the Atlanta Falcons was about to get him, and the Cleveland Browns was like, "No, we got to get this brother. Let's give him a fully guaranteed contract. That'll do it." So they finessed the Cleveland Browns into giving them everything that he wanted, because they, just like the Chicago Bears, have been in a situation where they have not found a worthy quarterback for their system since they left the league when they went to Baltimore in the league. Like, they remember the Tim Couch years, right? This to me is one of those situations where I hate to say it in this way, but Deshaun Watson gonna fuck it up for every deviant, for every dude that fucked up, because now you just realize that you paid this man all his money and his talent was gone as soon as he left the massage table for the last time. So we have to really trust and know and understand that the person that we're getting, no matter how talented, how messed up they are, the talent got to overweigh what they did. Now you go look at the Dallas Cowboys, Mike, on me to pick on your Dallas Cowboys. But in the 90s, there's so many stories about how deviant these niggas was.
Absolutely.
In the 90s. But the talent overweighed everything. I think we're going to get to a point, and probably rightfully so, that once it starts coming out that you are who you are, people ain't going to mess with you like that, especially in this situation. I don't think no offensive lineman, no white offensive lineman about to look at this black dude and be like, yo, I'm going to block for you. So that's that too. I'm going to block for you. I'm going to protect you, man. Especially with Joe Flacco, whose pristine character overrides what is his mid-level Hall of Fame type of career. This man won Comeback Player of the Year off of the back of your ass because he was Huff.
Is Flacco the backup right now for them?
No, it's Jameis Winston.
Where's Flacco at? Is Flacco signed or no?
Flacco with the Colts.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, you got Freak Man that's over there with Freak Man Light that's behind him that also stole some crab legs and shit. So I don't know what the Cleveland Browns gonna do. It's bad. I mean, not to disrespect Jameis Winston, but it's bad when you have people on national television talking about some, man, you really got to consider start Jameis Winston.
And that's another freak nigga as well.
Right.
But how does it look having $240 million sitting on the bench? Like, how does that look? That looks crazy.
All of them look bad. On top of that, Baker Mayfield is great now. So all of it's bad.
The Browns didn't want Baker Mayfield. Man, you know how I put the cape on for Baker Mayfield, fam.
You did, though.
He caught a bad break in Cleveland. They did him.
100%.
You were almost a Baker Mayfield stand.
Absolutely. But yeah, it looks crazy having $240 million sitting on your bench. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just not good. That shit looks crazy as hell. So I feel like Cleveland has to somehow, some way, get that shit figured out for that man and for that franchise.
Let me ask y'all a question. Scott, I'll start off with you since you cover the league in a sense. If Deshaun Watson were to get cut, I think we're all in agreement that he's probably not going to get the job again. But if he were, who's a team that you feel like would be like, you know what? We'll give him some therapy and he'll be all right.
The Raiders.
Nah, I wouldn't even say the Raiders. Probably the Giants.
Giants, maybe. Yeah.
Probably the Giants. I think Daniel Jones is the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Shit. Carolina.
Carolina ain't gonna do all that for, especially since they have a great chance to have the number 1 draft pick this year because that team is gonna be.
And they tried. They tried.
Yeah, they tried. I think you just said. I don't think any team's going, especially if more of the investigation that we hear. I don't think anybody's going to touch him with a 15 foot pole. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to be cooked. Like I can see if he was going through this and he's playing well. He's not playing well, so I think that's also why you're not going to take on that contract. A trade for him or even give him any type of money if he's not playing well. That's why I think it's a difficult situation. But if there was any team out there that would probably be desperate, it would probably be the Giants because Daniel Jones looks terrible. Joe Schoen, he looks like he should be fired after what we just saw through Hard Knocks. The owner, Joe Mara, said, hey, if we let Saquon leave, cool. I just don't want to see him walk to the Eagles. Then he walks to the Eagles. Not only walks to the Eagles, puts up 3 touchdowns in his first game on an extremely crappy field in Brazil. So, I guess them, but I think it's quiet for him, period.
At this point, man, I don't even think the CFL will touch him.
Damn.
That's how bad I think this is. I don't even think the CFL will touch dude.
That bad.
Yeah, when you got 27 people whose stories are similar, that this dude gets naked and sits on his stomach. Damn near everything they said about dude ends up with him sitting on his stomach. That right there in itself is weird. Yeah. That's weird. The last one, Shorty said that she was getting ready. She was late. She said, come in the crib. And she was getting ready, putting on her makeup. And she came out the bathroom and Buddy ass was on his stomach, butt ass naked.
This is just wild.
What
are we doing, bro?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh my God.
That is the nasty shit. Let's move on though to Chicago Bears.
Absolutely.
One of the ugliest wins in NFL history when you look at the history of the NFL. Apparently, there's only been 3 teams that have been down by 17 points and won a game without scoring an offensive touchdown. We're one of the 3. Caleb Williams, 92 yards. Didn't look good. The offensive line looked terrible. The defense and special teams led by Jonathan Owens Bowles, however the media wants to play him.
Adam Amin called him Mr. Bowles.
Right, Adam Amin called him Mr. Bowles.
By the way, I gotta say, he gotta wear that, man. He gotta wear that. He gotta wear that as a badge of honor. I know that sometimes when he be in the media room, I be feeling so bad when they keep asking this nigga questions about his wife. Ask this nigga something about football, bro. He's not a bum. You know what I'm saying?
So wait a minute,
he's not a bum.
You be in the locker room, they really just be like, so your wife is the greatest gymnast of all time?
No, I'm not talking about in a locker room, but if he has a podium day.
Okay, podium day.
I get it. They did it more during the summer because the Olympics were going on. So I don't think that's gonna happen during the season. But even during the Olympics, it's he got asked 10 questions, and 2 of them were actually about football.
Well, I'm gonna say this though. I think he gonna need more touchdowns and interceptions, fumble recoveries if he want to make his own name. For now, he's Jonathan Bowles. All right, that's what we go to address him as. So that man better go out there and keep getting fumble recoveries, keep making plays, buddy. You want to make a name for yourself?
He can make all the plays in the world, unless this nigga is Champ Bailey.
That's what I said. Well, he gonna have to emerge into some type of star out there, man, for him to get his own name. But
so Scott, I want to ask you a different question here because you was there. At one point during the game, the Bears are down 17-0. Were you nervous that this game was over? And how was the crowd feeling?
Oh, nigga, I was at halftime Googling how many teams made the playoffs at the start knowing too. That's why I was like, oh, we're for sure losing. I mean, I got them losing Houston, period. Whether I got them losing Sunday, period. Like, I think the offense
next week.
I gave it dub.
Yeah, he's been on there for a while. I think this offense is gonna be clunky for at least a month. That's what I think. It's gonna take a while. Houston's too much of a well-oiled machine, and even if their defense isn't because the defense is kind of smelly on Sunday. Yeah. That means the Bears got to be in a shootout with them. And I just don't think this offense is prepared for that at this particular moment. And like what I said, I know we was talking about this on the show and in the chat. I know you, Mikey and Dante gave Waldron an F. I didn't give him an F because, like I said, there's 3 or 4 plays that if Caleb hits, we're having a completely different conversation here. So I didn't have that big of an issue with the scheme. But yeah, I was nervous. I think it was crazy how like the crowd was, because when the crowd was coming in, the crowd was hyped for like the first quarter, I guess. Then when they got down 17-0, it was, you got a real, oh man, same old Bears type of vibe throughout the crowd, not just in the crowd, but also in the media booth, in the media room, in the press box. Everybody's like, here we go, same old thing, don't even matter. But when Jonathan Owens or Daniel Hardy, friend of the program, Daniel Hardy blocked the kick, blocked the punt, and Jonathan Owens took it into the end zone, ape shit. It went, the energy was back up. Then the defense got a 3-and-out right away. And even though Caleb and them didn't score a touchdown, those field goals, but when Tyreek Stevenson got a pick 6, there's no roof on the Soldier Field, but it felt like the roof was going to come off of there. It was shaking. It was shaking so loud. And then, of course, when the game ended, Jalen Johnson game, it was a great atmosphere. But it was definitely, halftime was not feeling good.
This was the first game in a while where the Bears was down by that much, and I wasn't worried. Like, everybody in my house,
I had that thought in my head too, Bang. I was like, I wonder how Bang feeling right now. But I honestly feel like right now Bang is calm and he's waiting for shit to turn y'all way so you could get on here and call out everybody that was over exaggerating.
Yeah, even though I did feel like, damn, I don't think we prepared again coming out the gate. And offensively, I do feel like we were not prepared, or Denard Wilson, the defensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans, had the perfect game plan. But I wasn't worried because Will Levis is ass. And I kept saying that. I said that in the...
Yeah, but we've lost the ass quarterbacks multiple times before.
Yeah, no, I agree. But this was a situation where they was up 17-0, and I don't feel like it was because of the ass quarterback having the game of his life. This was just like that pass, that touchdown in the back of the end zone on Tyreek Stevenson. I was like, that was a lucky ass play. Like, he literally turned around and it was in there.
I wouldn't even call it lucky. I just really shows how bad Levis is. He can't even throw a ball out of bounds. Like,
right. So that day was the first game in a while that I wasn't necessarily worried. I ain't saying I thought they was gonna come back and win, but I did think they was gonna come back.
Oh, the group chat said something else. Y'all was losing it.
Oh no, I was pissed. Don't get me wrong. I was pissed. Like, man, what the fuck? But I wasn't like the Green Bay game. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. We about to lose again. Boom, 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 and all that shit. And I said Will Levis is ass. I was told, like, this team is a better team than you believe. Like, no, he is ass. And I meant that. And it showed at the game. So I wasn't nervous about...
Whoever said Will Levis is better quarterback than Tannehill in the chat ain't never seen Tannehill.
Ain't never seen Tannehill. Damien, you ain't never seen Tannehill play football.
Is Tannehill the backup? He's still backup?
No, Tannehill's free agent.
Tannehill's a free agent.
Hey, look, Tennessee Titans could be. Look, they want Freaky Shaun. I'm pretty sure they'll take Freaky Shaun.
Hey, Ryan Tannehill is preparing for a podcast right now. That's what he's doing. But yeah, I wasn't too worried. And like, man, you talking about the group chat? You should have saw everybody in my house. I thought my dad was about to cry. I got this shit again. My brother was pissed. My son, I thought he was about to get mad and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna have to go play the game. But they came back and they won. Now they do go to Houston coming up on Sunday night and the Sunday night football. Mike, I'm going to change my prediction.
I was about to ask you. I was about to say, this is my question to you, Bang. Based off what you've seen on Sunday, does your prediction still stand?
No.
Bears winning this week against the Houston Texans.
I ain't going to be that type of a Bears fan that see what I saw on Sunday and be like, no,
there we go. There we go.
Oh, so you're on my side now.
Yeah, I'm on your side on this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go even further. I'm gonna go more into why I think so on 79th Dallas tomorrow, and of course I'm not gonna hold you on Friday. But I think Cleveland is further ahead, and I felt this way when the schedule came out. This has nothing to do with what I saw last week. No, when we did every schedule prediction I've done, I've had this as an L, and that's why I wanted to win week 1 so bad. I don't think week 1 in any league is a must win. As who said that? Who's my man who's on Real World? Who be on Good Morning Football? Kyle Brent, that's his name.
Yeah, Kyle Brent.
As Kyle Brent said on Good Morning Football, week 1 fools people. So it's not like what I saw and I was like, no, they're going. I said this since the schedule came out in May. I think CJ Stroud is great. I think this Houston team is taking that next leap, and I just don't think this Bears offense is too young for me right now to be able to compete. I think it'll be a close game for the most part. But it wouldn't shock me if they won by like 10 or 14 points. Like that's what I think.
That offensive line against those.
I'm gonna say this again too. My bad, man. It wouldn't shock me if Caleb has another bad game. I think it's gonna take him 4 to 5 weeks, and that's why I was trying to caution at the beginning of the season. Or Dante kept saying we ain't trying to hit all that. I was like, no, the nigga's a rookie. I think he's gonna be great. Nothing I saw on Sunday scared me. Like I said, if he hits on 2 or 3 of those gimmies, we're having a different conversation. Keenan Allen dropped his first official touchdown.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about it. But I just think against this team, it's going to be trouble. And then you have Indianapolis and the Rams. Both teams are dealing with injury, especially the Rams. Rams just got ravaged.
Yeah, they
on Sunday.
What the hell happened with them?
You still have a good opportunity to be 3-1. And that's amazing. I said they lead the first month 2-2. And then you got like 3 of you got. I think all of October is winnable.
Yeah,
you need to get that right away. So that but if they win on Sunday, first of all, I'll be having a very drunk night in Houston if they win on Sunday. I'll be very clear about
we are Onyx, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. But if they playing with house money, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think in this game, even though now I'm picking them to lose, I think this is the game where they can play a bit freely. Because, as you said, they're playing with house money. Nobody expects them to win this game. The edges with Anderson and Danielle Hunter on each side is going to be the telltale sign for the offensive line, who looked terrible this game. Roma Dunze is not going to play. I
just got a notification that said that he could play week 2.
Oh, where?
Bears head coach reveals rookie could suit up versus Texans.
Who said that?
That's on Bleacher Report.
Who said that? Flus?
Flus. Yeah, Flus said. Yeah,
he could, but I'll be real. I'll sit that nigga.
I'll sit that nigga. Well, is Keenan okay?
Yeah, Keenan. He just like DJ said. That nigga old.
That nigga. He did. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. When we walked into the locker room and Joe was interviewing Rome, Keenan going around in his custom Chicago Bears bathrobe talking shit. He was fine. Like Joe's DeAndre Carter, and if you listen to the interview, you'll hear Keenan right behind, like, you got that shit on. Like, he was.
Wait a minute. This nigga got a custom robe?
No, all the Bears have a custom robe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's team like custom rolls. No,
okay.
It's nice white rolls. They got the Bears logo here. They got their number on the back. The entire team got nice custom robes.
Okay, I thought it was like some baseball shit when the nigga got the good shit and everybody else sitting on the like,
nah.
This nigga got a robe. Yeah, but I do think the offense is going to look better. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I will say this, if this might be the game where Jalen Johnson shows why he is a top 5 cornerback. This would have to be the game where Tyreek Stevenson shows that he is a top flight cornerback in this NFL. This has to be that game. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I think that the defense is going to be on the field too long after seeing what I saw. But Waldron, the only beef that I have with Waldron, and still why I give him an F, is because I don't feel like they was prepared to do anything outside of the screen because they knew that the interior of that Titans defense was going to do damage to the interior of our offensive line. So the Neil Wilson knew that, hey, they're gonna try that screen shit. They're gonna try every type of version of it. We already crushed them in the interior, so edge rushers do not bite. And they didn't. And it was a couple of times it could have been an interception. So just as well as we dropped a couple or we got a couple away from us, hey man, it was a couple of times that just like in that Vikings game, they could have ran off with it. So, but we'll see what happens. Mike, who y'all play?
Again. Saints.
Y'all at the crib, right?
They at the crib. Yeah, we gonna count that.
Y'all should win. Y'all should win out easy, man.
Shouldn't be no issue with
Saints
that.
Ain't good, man. That's just how bad the Panthers. That Bears second round is gonna damn near be a first rounder, bro. That's gonna be like pick 33.
It's going to be the 33rd pick.
Yeah,
there should be a win, and what I would like to see is a little bit more progression on the offensive side of the ball. Like, I think that, I mean, it was a little rust. I'll call it some rust. We'll see. I don't know, but it didn't look good in the second half. Like it was a lot of 3 and outs. The defense pretty much carried.
And nobody in the league looked good this week.
Yeah,
the only team that looked good this week was the Niners. The Niners, the only team that looked good this week.
I was gonna ask that. Is this the worst first week?
Nah, last week was worse. The first 5-6 weeks of last year was god awful, bro.
Yeah,
now,
I thought the Texans looked good.
They was well, you should let Anthony, what's that nigga name? Anthony Richardson and them put up 26 points. I'm sorry, no.
Well, you see that bomb his ass through though? Damn near falling.
Yeah, I saw the rest of the game too. Like, I'm not an Anthony Richardson fan, like at all.
We know how you are about Black.
Okay, here we go. No, my brother works to me. When this nigga got drafted in Kansas City, we were sitting at the draft table with the draft. My brother literally said out loud, "This nigga stinks." Like, he almost forgot where he was at. Me and a couple other Bears beat writers just fell out. He's like, "Y'all serious? He can't play."
Yeah, hey. Well, I might be at that game. I might, depending on what happens in life. I might be at that game, so we'll see.
Depending what happens in life.
Yeah, hey, what happens in life?
Life be lifing, boy.
Yeah,
I have to be at that game for life reasons. Shit. Before we get to the biggest part, that I know that we've been looking at, Diddy lost a $100 million lawsuit about the fall.
Did that mean he had to pay $100 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he had to pay $100 million. It came out on Variety today. Yeah.
He had to. A man sued him for a number of things. What did y'all put up in the chat? That man posted, Scott. What that man said? This is what we do with some shit.
So Mikey put the link in there. So apparently, dude who sued him was at one of the Diddy parties, which I was told since I moved to Los Angeles never to go to, and I never went to, by the way. And I've gotten invited like twice, never went. And so one, I actually fell asleep, but I wasn't gonna go anyway. But so basically, I guess like they were at the Diddy party, and he's hitting this girl, and dude hitting this girl from the back. Well, he felt like a man's hand on his ass, and he turned around, and it was Diddy, and Diddy tried to get him to drink some later on. He took a drink. First of all, I'm not gonna take a drink for a nigga to touch my ass. Like, that's like, what are we doing? Like, and so he drugged him. So he woke up, and Diddy was hitting the girl from the back, and he looked at the nigga and told him, "I did this to you too."
That's what was in the lawsuit.
Yeah, this is in the lawsuit, and it's in the article. Yeah.
How you feel about that, Mike?
Bruh, I'm flabbergasted right now, fam. I saw something about losing $100 million lawsuit, but I didn't know he had to cough up $100 million. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm good. Hey, bro. Yeah, hey, congratulations, guys. You got your money, fam.
But even though you got his money, niggas gonna be walking around like you got that because the nigga played in your booty. Like, you can't even like flaunt that money. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And this happened in 97? When did this happen?
I don't even know a year happened. You can't even flaunt that money. Imagine you trying to stun on the girl. She like, nigga, I know how you got that money. All right, come on, dog.
But he had no knowledge. That's fucked up, man.
He got drugged, Scott.
Yeah, okay, nigga.
Oh my, hey yo, that's crazy. Nah, yeah, man. Hey, I don't know, bro. 100 million. I don't know if that's a lot or a little to Diddy. If that chump change, speeding ticket.
Well, all them lawyer fees, that's a lot.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it right. I was looking for the text. According
Cassie
to the lawsuit,
didn't even get that much money.
according to the lawsuit, the two was drinking and smoking weed at a party and got naked with a bunch of women. Cardello Smith, that's the guy. His last name. He said he was performing oral sex on the woman where he felt the man's hand on his left buttock. Said it was good. So he was eating some cat, and Puff was like, "Yeah, get that shit, nigga." Get that shit. Good job. He treated that nigga like that nigga was. He treated that man like he was in the NFL game. Go ahead and get that shit. He said it was Diddy's hand. Short time later, he says Diddy offered him a drink, which was spiked, and he passed out. Hours later, he claims he woke up and saw Diddy having sex with a woman, and Diddy allegedly said to him, "Hey, I did this to you too."
Bro, something ain't adding up here though. How are you able to get 100 million just off these allegations? G?
Because he can't fight multiple battles. The nigga just gave up.
Diddy just said, "Fuck it, pay the man."
I will also say this too. I believe that sodomy played a part in 100 million. If that is the case, that's why. To Scott's point, hey man, we know how you got that money.
Yeah, like he never gonna be able to stun on a bitch like ever in his time. Like she's like, nigga, I know you got that. She gonna get mad at him one day. Like she gonna go because she probably gonna be broke. But then one day she gonna get mad. Like women, that's why you let that nigga playing your booty. You wouldn't have none of that if he didn't do that. Like you know how women talk, bro. Like that's gonna happen one day. And what he gonna say?
So how does the fall of Diddy go? To lose $100 million lawsuit, like it's nothing, like it's $100, is wild to me. But I don't feel like we're at Diddy downfall yet.
Hey, the man was just out in the streets kicking it with G-Dep and shit. You know what I'm like?
First of all, G-Dep probably can't lead a block. I'm pretty sure he still got like a bracelet on his ankle.
Am I wrong for thinking like we ain't reached downfall of Diddy stage yet?
Explain that. I think we have. I think I get what you. I think it can get worse.
So here's what I'm saying, and this kind of goes to what I had said earlier, where it's like people need to be deviant to be them, so to speak. Mike, you had said it on the pod. Diddy is one of those people where he needs to be in the limelight. He needs to shine. He's Mitchell and paid in full. Like I love the light.
Yep.
But if he ain't getting that, what does he have? Have we met that level yet?
I think we have, honestly. Like the nigga is on Russell Simmons time. Like you see Russell every now and then, and it would be like the Cat Williams. Nigga, don't you know we can see you? Like the only reason he can't lead the country is because he can't. Like that's why. Like so, I think we've reached rock bottom. Nobody looks at Diddy the same. Like I think he can look worse, but we've reached rock bottom. He's been out of the original thing came out in October of last year. So he's been out of the spotlight for about a year. That Love album came out a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I played it the whole ride to Kansas City, the whole ride back. So I remember when it was. So yeah, it's been a year. He has been able to be Diddy for a year. So yeah, he's reached rock bottom. Look at what he was wearing when he was around G-Dub. Like that ain't what Diddy wear when he outside. Like the niggas going through it, and that's just off what we see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Then you got pictures of. You know, he's been out there, and what's that? He's been to some place out the country. I forgot what place he's been, but like his daughters was out there like a birthday party, and Drake was out there with him.
That's a recent. That picture with Drake and her daughters is recent.
That's recent, yeah. And it's not helping the allegations.
Oh my
against
god,
him.
The jokes was going on that picture right there, boy. Like, oh my god, Drake should know better than that, man. Like,
no, Drake don't know no better. Drake knew better these last 5-6 months. We wouldn't be where he at right now.
God,
he should have left that nigga alone. That's what he should have did. He should have heard like that and said, "You got it."
So let's actually move on to that right now. So it was announced on Sunday before the games that Kendrick Lamar will be the headliner for.
Can I say this, man?
Go ahead.
What the Kendrick Lamar thing? For those of you who think that white people don't know Kendrick Lamar, everybody in the press box like, oh my God, Kendrick Lamar is gonna be Super Bowl. So these white people know who he is. Okay, just wanna throw that out there.
I'll go one better. So he's going to be the headliner for the Super Bowl. I'll tell you one thing that I'm tired of. When I see people debating about this and saying that they act like Kendrick's not black.
Who said that shit?
Oh, a number of people are sitting up there acting like Kendrick is not black because, I mean, look, the writings on the wall is in New Orleans. People feel like Lil Wayne should be the performer there. I'm a Lil Wayne fan. I have no dog in the fight. But people saying that, oh man, these people sitting up here doing that and that thing, but you got a black brother that's over there that's doing this. Like Kendrick Lamar is black as hell.
First he made slave music. Now he's not black. Which one?
Matter of fact, I'll go even further. Lil Wayne was the one that was on what was that, on First Take or Undisputed, talking about how he don't see color and all that.
Yeah, remember he was on ABC. Was it? He said, my life matters. I don't know about all black lives. He said, I am a gangbanger, whatever he was doing. Right?
Lil Wayne was the same dude that was like, man, no, all lives matter and shit, while Kendrick Lamar was saying the opposite. Now we're questioning people's blackness and Kendrick Lamar's black as hell. I thought that was funny as hell. But Scott, I'll start with you because I know you're not a Lil Wayne fan. What has been the irritating thing for you during this whole discourse about Lil Wayne versus Kendrick Lamar?
Like, I've been irritated since the whole beef started because as a day one Kendrick fan, I'm talking about I was listening to Kendrick Lamar EP. Like I am before I even moved to the West Coast, I've been a West Coast hip hop head. So all the stars I've been fans of. I was the only nigga in my high school playing game mixtapes before the documentary dropped. So I've been a West Coast hip hop head for the longest. So I told niggas in 2010, Kendrick's gonna be the next guy. And to be fair, I was a Drake fan. I'm not anymore. I'm sorry. Beef ruined his music for me. I know some people can go around and I for this particular beef, I personally, it's ruined his music for me. But I think what's been irritating is one, people acting like it's kind of like the Steph Curry thing. People who act like Steph Curry was a second round pick who became one of the greatest players of all time. The nigga was a lottery pick, bro. Like LeBron, KD, all of them went to Davidson to see him in the Elite Eight. Kendrick Lamar is the second biggest rapper. Well, if you ask right now, he's the biggest rapper right now. But over the last 15 years, the second biggest rapper, maybe third if you include Kanye's and the Kanye's run in the game. This like Disney just don't pick random niggas to put together a soundtrack for their biggest movie. He did it with the Black Panther. He has like 17 Grammy wins. Even though I personally don't care about the Pulitzer Prize. Pulitzer Prize to me is like when people bring up PFF grades. I only use it when it helps my argument.
And that's the album I like.
Yeah. And so you got the Pulitzer Prize. He's performed at the national championship game. Like when people forget, he performed the national championship game in Atlanta right before Black Panther dropped. He's been at the Grammys. He's been at a Super Bowl before. What Dre said. So it's like people act like he's a small artist in this dumb conversation with people saying, oh, you don't hear Kendrick in the club, which is a lie, number one. Number two, when did that become a barometer for somebody being a good hell of people you can hear in the club who you not listen to outside the club? And I think that's been the irritating part with dealing with Drake's stands, with the coverage around it. You got niggas like academics who I think is a cancer to entire media. I understand why he's big. And whatever, I get it. I understand the times that we're in. I'm not trying to be an old head on that, but I think he's a cancer to the way not just rap media, the way media is covered. Like the fact he can go up there and call himself a journalist, to me, is a slap in the face of every journalist. So all that's been annoying, but it's also been very funny because those same idiots got egg on their face for how this whole thing is going. Now, to answer your question about Wayne, the thing about Wayne, which is annoying, I'm not a Wayne fan. I was a Wayne fan. I was a Wayne fan from Carter 1 to about Drought 3. And by the way, I like Drought 3. I'm not saying Drought 3 is a bad mixtape. It's a great mixtape. But when people started saying he's a better rapper than Jay-Z, he's a better rapper than Lupe Fiasco, was he a bigger? 100%. There was about a 2 to 3 year run, but there was not a rap artist bigger than Lil Wayne. I think we need to get the difference between bigger and better. He was the biggest rapper for 3 years. Carter 3 is a classic moment. Not a classic album, but it's a classic moment. So to me, when it got that, that's when I personally stopped being a fan. This is just me. I know I'm on a minority. I'm fine with that. What I've learned, a lot of niggas love Wayne. Like talk about somebody's mama. For me personally, he is the most overrated rapper of the last 25 years. If we just going off everything, bro, that's just, I know it's hot take. That's fine. I think he is the most pound for pound overrated rapper of all time. I'm not saying that he's not a legend. I understand what he's done for the game.
Hey, Mike, you got a shirt for that.
Overrated does not mean whack.
Overrated does not mean whack. Thank you. I like that. Overrated does not mean whack. I understand his place in the game. He has influenced a lot of rappers. He's influenced my current favorite rapper, Kendrick. Kendrick is a stan of Wayne. I get that. I understand this. If we want to talk about the most influential rappers of all time, I think it's LL Cool J. I think it's 50 Cent. I think it's Tupac. I think it's Wayne. I think it's Ye. To me, those are the most influential rappers of all time. So I'm not disrespecting his legacy. Just for me as a listener, I can't rock with it. Now, when it comes to Super Bowl performance, I personally don't think he has the discography to do a Super Bowl performance. I think he can do, like you said on the show yesterday, Ben, he can do a big jam. He can do a summer jam. For the Super Bowl, no. On top of that, he's a terrible performer. He's a god-awful performer. Whatever you think about Kendrick, whatever. He's an amazing performer. I love Jay-Z. Jay is my favorite rapper ever, my favorite artist ever. Jay ain't that good of a performer.
No.
Like, and Jay got a presence, but the last time I saw Jay in concert was On the Run 2. I saw Beyonce come on the stage. Besides the fact she's ridiculously fine, I honestly don't think we give Beyonce enough credit for being fine because she's like Beyonce, but she's an amazing performer. I wanted Home to get off the stage. So if I can say that about my favorite rapper, Kendrick is I've seen Kendrick live. He is an amazing performer. So he's going to rip it. This is the issue I have with that. One, outside of the Dre thing, when have we ever seen an artist just because they're hometown they come out and perform? Never. And honestly, if you want to be more, if Drake got announced as the performer, we wouldn't be having this conversation. This got nothing to do with Wayne. It has nothing to do with Wayne. It has the fact that a lot of people are upset at Kendrick for dogging their favorite rapper. That's what I think all of this comes down to. It's not about Wayne. Y'all didn't care about Wayne a week ago. Y'all didn't care about Wayne a week ago. If Taylor Swift got named, we wouldn't be talking about why Wayne ain't there. We wouldn't be talking about that. So I do think Wayne is going to be involved. Not just because New Orleans. I think Kendrick loves Wayne, bro. Like, he really, really loves Wayne. So I do think Wayne is going to be involved. And I think this is why Kendrick's in an amazing position. It's going to be a W him too. Because what we going to be saying? Oh, Wayne don't like Drake. So that's it. To me, it all circles back to that. And then we have all this dumb conversation. Jay-Z hates Wayne. Jay-Z's doing this. And then it comes out, we see actually how the performances are picked. The J and Rock Nation give options, but ultimately the whole city picks. Makes it all the way funnier. New Orleans didn't pick Wayne.
Well, real quick, shouts out to my man Brando, who put it out there. The committee reportedly said that they found out that Kendrick Lamar was going to be the performer when everybody else did. So they didn't necessarily pick him. They just found out when everybody else did. Shouts out to Brando for giving that bit of information. But
okay, I didn't know that.
But you could, my nigga. You could.
I'm very passionate about this because first of all, I've said this many times. If I didn't have a brand, I would not be on Twitter. I hate everything about that website. Like, I can't stand it. And it's just we really arguing with the niggas who used to get pulled out of class and put into another class. Like, think about it. We arguing with the niggas from season 4 of The Wire. We arguing with Naaman Bryce before Buddy Colvin took him under his wing. We arguing with Little Kennard. That's who we arguing with right now. You know what I'm saying? We arguing with somebody said, "Oh, they might boo Wayne. The South ain't gonna like that." You think the South can afford to be in Mercedes-Benz Superdome on Super Bowl night? They can't afford to be in there against the Panthers last week.
That is hilarious.
Like, what are we talking about?
Hey, if y'all enjoy this rant, make sure y'all hit the Patreon for Summer Sessions.
Because we're gonna do it on Thursday. Only reason we didn't do it tonight because the debate come on, I gotta be an actual
and
human.
Mike,
Gotta be a grown up.
And Mike don't vote. Mike don't vote. He don't
That's
even
a
know
lie. Stop putting that in the atmosphere. I've always voted for the presidential election. Stop listening to this nigga, man. Go ahead, Scott.
I would say this. I'm not one of them. Your ancestors voted for you niggas. I'm being real with you. If it was a regular Republican on the other side, I probably wouldn't be voting either. I'm being real with you. We got to get that nigga out of here. But I digress. Yeah, that to me is like the it just goes so stupid. And I feel like as a Jay-Z fan, Jay-Z went from being the people's champ to when I always said there's 2 albums that changed my life. Blueprint and Eminem Show, because those are the first hip-hop albums I actually listened to front to back. I was in 7th grade. So those are the ones that changed my life. So I've been a Jay fan. It went from Jay being a people's champ to we treat this nigga like he's Triple H now. Like,
that's good.
Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Shouts out to Scott, first black champ. Get plugged that up in there too. Rock has went from the people's champ to corporate rock.
He's the Rock now. There we go. He's the Rock.
Jay-Z turned on Mankind and he became the champion. The niggas ain't like him as.
Well, I'm saying like he's in not even just storyline wise, he's in the owner suite now. So we don't look at Jay as a rapper anymore. We look at him as a businessman. And people been mad about this deal since it started because he went up there and said after kneeling what we do. By the way, which was a factual statement. I just want to say, what do you do? He wasn't bringing Cap down. It's like, okay, we did that. What's the next step? Even though I wish he'd have just said, I just want to get money from the NFL, but I also speak business very fluently, and you're not going to sit at a team full of NFL to do that. He eventually wants to be an owner, and I think that's going to clear the path for this, what he's done the last 5 years. And I'll say this, I close my rant at this. No matter how you feel about Kendrick, no matter how you feel about Wayne, Drake, whatever, y'all need to thank this nigga Jay because this is the last year of his deal. They're going to start rolling Bruce Springsteen out there again, Foo Fighters, Bono, whoever. You're going to hear Born in the USA. Bruce Springsteen like 80.
Oh, I've already said it. And I wouldn't.
They said Morgan Wallen,
Shabuzi. Malone, and
can I say I hate that song too?
You can.
I hate it.
Morgan Wallen, Shabuzi, who has Post Malone. They're going to be your 3 headliners next year.
We are so fucked.
So y'all better enjoy this hip hop y'all getting right now. And let's be real. Everybody talking right now gonna be the same niggas in 5 months. Talk about be humble. Niggas gonna be on the timeline going crazy. Let's be real about it. And also, I'm gonna say this last thing. For
Jelly Roll. That's what it is. Morgan Wallen, Jelly Roll, Post Malone.
Oh, they're in San Francisco next year? Oh, for sure, nigga. If you think you're getting too short, need 40, that's not happening. You getting G-Eazy with Morgan Wallen, bring that nigga on stage. That's what you getting. And I'll say this too about and I'll say this, man. Like, look, dog. For those of you who think Kendrick Lamar signed on to this and they not allowing him to do Not Like Us, you're crazy. Now, I don't think he's gonna do the song in full. I don't think you're gonna hear A Minor or Certified Pedophile. I don't think they're gonna go that far. If they do, I'm gonna laugh.
Perform the last verse.
But Super Bowl in general, they never do the song front to back.
Yes, he's not gonna. Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead.
He's doing the hook. Not only is he doing the hook, he's bringing an HBCU from Louisiana on stage with him to do the hook, to even prove to Drake more that you are Canadian and you not fully nigga. That's what it's gonna be. You think the American flag in the background was just on purpose? No. That was another reminder. You're Canadian, okay? And Maul said, "Oh, he turned it down multiple times." Yeah, okay.
Maul is like
you think Drake's "I Want to Be in the Video" self turned down the Super Bowl multiple times? Yeah, okay. That's all I gotta say. I'll say the rest for summer sessions. I know Pavi gonna say something gonna make me want to smack him on Thursday, so we gonna talk about it on there.
No, I can't wait. Hey, Mike.
Hey,
the floor is yours.
Scott, you said a lot there, buddy. That was great. I honestly feel like when Kendrick does perform Not Like Us, I feel like he should do the 3rd verse. That would sting.
Oh yes, that's my favorite verse.
That would sting the most. That would sting the most on Drake if he did the last verse.
You know what I love the most about that verse? Nobody from Atlanta questioned it,
bro. Nobody
you didn't get one nigga and the South love talking. Yeah. There's 2 things that you can say about the South. That when T.I. said he was the king, nobody questioned it. When Kendrick said that, you ain't heard 2 Chainz say nothing. You ain't had none. All niggas he named, nobody said anything.
Yeah,
that tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah, but But as far as Kendrick performing at the Super Bowl, I'm cool with it. Bang, he texted me and I was like, oh yeah. And then he posted it in the group. I said, I can't wait to hear Euphoria and Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. That's gonna be absolutely incredible. I know obviously he can't perform all of Euphoria, even if he just did the, you know what I'm saying, the beginning, the
Start
intro.
the show with
Just start the show with
neutralize.
Yeah,
And then go into Loyalty and bring Rihanna out.
That's cool too. That'd be crazy right there. So as far as Kendrick performing and him being the first hip hop artist to headline the Super Bowl, I think that's incredible. I just go and speak for like people. If Lil Wayne, say for instance, let's hypothetically say, if Lil Wayne was chosen to headline the Super Bowl, I would have been cool with that too. Now I
wouldn't have a problem with it. I wouldn't have a problem.
But I honestly feel like it's gonna be it'll be tricky though, because when you really look at his discography, I think he has enough for a 15-minute set, but he would need some help, and his help would have to be Nicki Minaj and Drake.
Yeah,
that's 100%. What it would have to be. It would have to be that included. So if it was to be Lil Wayne, I would have been great with it. And I honestly feel like Lil Wayne does have stadium records that could ring off at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying, on the solo side, and he does have guest verses that would be great for the Super Bowl. Example, if he did We Taking Over, if he did his We Taking Over verse, bring Khaled out there, that'd be dope.
No white people don't want to hear We Taking Over.
If he did I'm On One with Khaled out there, I'd have been cool with that too. He could go out there and do Go DJ. He could do a Millie, obviously. He could do 6 foot, 7 foot. He could do Fireman, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Some of these records, and then you bring along Nicki Minaj and Drake, let them perform Moment for Life, you know what I'm saying, which is a nice, friendly, stadium sounding record, which is great. The white people they'll love that. So if Wayne was out there, I think Wayne could do a 15-minute set, but he would need some help. So I just put that out there as well. And, you know, and I know a lot of people say, like, yeah, what have we seen Wayne do on the stage performance-wise as of lately? Hasn't been great. And I've seen Lil Wayne perform, and I've seen Lil Wayne perform in his prime multiple times. And I honestly feel like Wayne at that time put on a great show. What he's done now compared to what he did when he was prime Wayne, yes, I agree. It's totally different. It's different, and it's inexcusable what he did at WrestleMania. That was
my God.
And the Essence Fest.
The Essence Fest.
And iHeartRadio, whatever it was that was, he was performing that. Yeah, those were bad. Very bad. So, yes, if the committee had used that as, like, you know, points to be like, all right, well, maybe we won't invite Lil Wayne here because of this, I get it. I understand. Or if they might look at his discography and feel like he doesn't have enough records to headline the Super Bowl, and maybe the content isn't, you know, Super Bowl friendly, I could understand that as well. Maybe they didn't want to put in the effort to maybe like collab with Wayne and let them know, like, hey, if you do the Super Bowl, it's gonna be some restrictions, and you can't do this and you can't say that, and so off and so on. So
did y'all see the documentary about Dr. Dre's performance? There was a lot of stuff that Dr. Dre had to fight on. Dr. Dre is very professional. They didn't want Eminem to take the knee, and which he did anyway. Then eventually they told him he wasn't gonna do it, and Eminem did anyway because Eminem don't give a fuck. And even Conscious Popular, even though Tony Ayo tells you it was Jay-Z who didn't want 50 Cent there. No, the NFL didn't want 50 Cent to get there. Yeah. And Dr. Dre and them fought for that. So I think somebody from the Grammy said that Wayne is terrible to work with. So I think it was that, but I also think I don't think he has Super Bowl worthy records. Like even some of them you name. Is Go DJ that big? Like I think the biggest ones would be a Millie, Lollipop.
He can't do Lollipop at the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do Lollipop. You can't do wobbly wob. You can't do that.
He can't do a lot of the cunnilingus content.
Yeah. I feel like Go DJ. I feel like Go DJ is a good start off record. Like that'll ring. That'll ring off.
Yeah, it'll ring off for the BT.
Hey, look, if I saw him performing that shit, I'd go crazy. I think
little me who be trying to do the dab like Kirk Cousins. He don't know that song.
Mike, I feel you, but I don't feel you, dog. Like that is a good song for the Grammys. That's a good song for the BET Awards.
I feel like he could perform his Forever verse. You know, you gotta once you throw the features in there, and you gotta like split it up into 15 minutes.
He could do like 3 minutes, but then the other
he would need
12,
15.
He would need Nicki and Drake. He's gonna need Nicki
And
Drake.
did you guys see his interview with Taylor Rooks?
Yeah.
That man said.
First of all, I've been around Taylor. Niggas say whatever around Taylor. I don't even. Pappy had a look at me when I was talking to Taylor, so who knows what was coming out of my mouth when I was talking to her. But yeah, Jaylen Brown said he was gonna win 10 championships when he was around Taylor.
That man told Taylor Rooks, I respect everybody y'all work
Bro,
with.
Taylor got an aura, dog. Like, you know, like when I tell you that pictures and video do not do her justice, it don't do it justice, bro. And on top of that, she's super cool. Chico, bro.
Damn. Well, he told Lil Wayne told Taylor Rooks, much respect to everybody he's ever worked with, performed with, everybody is from the city. But if he do the Super Bowl, he's doing it alone. So ain't gonna be no Nicki, ain't gonna be no Drake, ain't gonna be no Juvenile.
Well, it would be tough. It would be tough to have a 15-minute set with just Lil Wayne out there, though.
So here's my issue.
But I honestly feel like he could pull it off. But go ahead, man.
So here's my issue, and I chill on some of the people who really be putting it out there because they Wayne fans. So I get it. I chill off of them. But at the same time, I ask questions that people can't answer. So I've seen people talk about how he could bring on the city of New Orleans and bring all the historic acts and all of that stuff. Well, in the Taylor Rooks interview, he said that he's going to do it on his own. But we really want to hear Turk's "I Need a Hot Girl" verse.
Right.
At the Super Bowl.
Never happen.
BG can't even rap his lyrics according to the law.
Exactly. So that's that right there too.
Birdman tried to have him killed, so they're not bringing him on. I don't even know why he was tweeting yesterday.
I will say this.
Is there like something imaginary thing in Birdman's head? Like, yeah, I'm good with Lil Wayne, but I don't think Lil Wayne is cool with him.
Don't like that nigga. Like, that's why Jay had to give him $14 million.
Wait, see, that's what I'm saying. Hold on for a second. Hold on.
Go ahead, man.
Juvenile, I would like to see back that ass up.
I would too, Bank, but it can't happen.
Bro. But it can't happen. You're not going to have that's not going to happen. The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Tell me, somebody's going to have to tell me the Lil Wayne set. That matter of fact, I'll say it like this. Because I've asked this question, so I'm going to ask a couple of questions here. One, give me the 15-minute set that Lil Wayne can do that's edited that he can perform at the Super Bowl. Two, if you've ever seen the Super Bowl performance, once the voice of God starts talking, that performance is from then to now. There's no stopping. It's nonstop. If you've ever seen Lil Wayne perform, he's gonna stop. He's gonna want to smoke. He's gonna want to tell a crowd that he loves them because he needs that break.
And you can't do that. And kind of side note, that's also why I wish Kanye wasn't such a jackass. Because Kanye would put on a amazing I'm talking show. About he probably could put on maybe the best halftime show in Super Bowl history. But you want Kanye West with a microphone in his hand, so it's kind of the same thing as Wayne a little bit.
The last question that I would ask is, after saying, give me the set and what that looks like, seeing Wayne perform lately, can he do a nonstop 15-minute set by himself, since he said he would want to do it by himself? The last question that I would ask, and mind you, I have no dog in the fight. I'm just asking questions, and I would love answers. Tweets me at JR Bang on what that looks like. The last thing that I will say to y'all is this. Knowing everything that we just said, right? He gonna slip up. The man memory ain't that good. So what happens when he does slip up and start talking about eating pussy, and then the FCC start getting calls and shit?
That's Coors. The sound here is Coors Light calling Roger Goodell.
You saw what happened with Janet Jackson, right?
Yeah.
The same shit would happen to Lil Wayne. So,
yeah,
think it's of the NFL, Apple,
and bro, there's rehearsals you got to show up to. You got to. They have the Super Bowl halftime press conference now.
Yeah.
So you have Wayne viewed by Bob Costas or Al Michaels, nigga. Like,
yeah, I think it's of Lil Wayne's best interest to be at the Super Bowl as a guest of Kendrick Lamar.
But if you're Drake, how are you gonna feel about it? Now, I don't know their relationship. Maybe it wouldn't be a surprise to Drake. But that would That was what I would feel with.
At the end of the day, Drake got to eat it. It's in Louisiana. If Kendrick Lamar says, "Yo, come to Louisiana, come home, we gonna do the Super Bowl performance." If Kendrick Lamar says, "Yo, Wayne," which I know he probably is going to do, "Hey, Wayne, I can't do this in New Orleans without you. I got John Baptiste that's gonna be on the keyboards."
I want to give. I know I'm gonna sound like a PG Lane thing, but I gotta get love to Dave Free. Dave Free and them are gonna put together something great. If Wayne is involved, they're gonna give Wayne the legend send off and everything.
Sir.
But if that's gonna look like a damn, I'll marry you, Gina type situation.
No, hold on. I got an answer for that. I don't know who tweeted this. It's I forgot old girl Twitter name, but she tweeted something at me. It's called nigga babble. Yeah, nigga Twitter is gonna be mad. Them niggas said Mercedes-Benz Superdome ain't gonna care. They're gonna be drunk. And oh my God, Wayne is here. Like they're not gonna care.
But is it gonna feel legit? Is it gonna feel like, you know,
I was
genuine for Kendrick to bring him out?
I was gonna say it
or is it gonna be like, here y'all go, here go Lil Wayne because y'all cried about it?
I'll say it like this, Mike. I'll say it like this. Shouts out to my man Mike Jones. If you care that much about the Super Bowl halftime show during the Super Bowl party, your Super Bowl party whacked in a motherfucker. If you are legit,
it depends, bro.
No, hear me out.
I was at a Super Bowl party last year for Usher.
No, hear me out. If you care that much about a Super Bowl party, that Super Bowl party might be whack. Unless the performance is that damn good.
Okay.
So,
because the last three, I was at parties for all three. It was like a concert. All them parties I went to
was that damn good.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z, to me, is not going to put on Kendrick Lamar. That's not going to be that damn.
And people
good.
act like Kendrick gonna go out there and do Mother I Sober. Like, come on, dog. Like,
not only that, as you said, Kendrick Lamar is a Lil Wayne stan. Yeah. If he wants Lil Wayne to have a spot there, yes, he can. It just has to be safe because we don't want to hear Cunnilingus content. We don't want that man to slip up. We've seen Lil Wayne perform lately. He gonna forget some shit. So we want to put Lil Wayne in a spot, like you said, that's going to honor his legacy. He gets on the Super Bowl stage and starts forgetting lyrics and shit and starts forgetting where he at and all of that. As he said, he's getting forgetful when his dad. You saw the last shit he's did. Put him in the spot where he get in, he get out, and he gets his love. Don't put him in the spot where he got to do 15 straight minutes of him running around from set to set, doing shit, jumping up and down, flying off shit. He ain't that no more, y'all.
Nah.
Put him in the spot where it's gonna work for him, and I guarantee you're gonna like it.
What network is a Super Bowl on this year?
Fox.
Oh, okay, Fox. So who's gonna be? Is Tom Brady gonna call a Super Bowl?
and
Tom Brady's gonna call the Super Bowl.
So Tom Brady called the Cowboys Cleveland game, and I mean, hey, could have been first day jitters.
It wasn't bad.
First day jitters.
People forget that Shaq was terrible his rookie year with inside the NBA. So bad, Ernie had to call a team meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like that bad. But you're gonna have Tom Brady talking about, well, we got Kendrick coming to the stage. I was hoping it would be like Joe Buck or something.
KB, bro, we need Adam Amin in there, G.
Shout out to Adam Amin.
We need Adam Amin and G. We need him in there calling the Super Bowl.
Who's Tom Brady's partner?
It's Kevin Burkhardt.
You finna get Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady.
No, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, Tom Brady is the owner of the Raiders by then he can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
But look, man, I'll say it like this to end this off with the Lil Wayne thing. It's 5 months away. We don't know who's going to be added. We don't know what surprises in store. We don't know anything. Stop reacting off bullshit. You'll see what happens when it happens. And if Lil Wayne don't touch that stage, then go complain.
Even if he don't, you're going to have an amazing show.
Yeah.
Even if you don't, you're gonna have an amazing show. But I still got those 3 questions. 1, give me the full 15-minute set that Lil Wayne is gonna do. 2, tell me what Cunnilingus content he gonna have to cut out because y'all saw what happened.
That's actually what you should name this episode: Cunnilingus content.
I will give you, babe. I accept the challenge to give you a 15-minute set from Lil Wayne. I will give you a Wayne set. I can do that.
Give me the 15-minute set from Lil Wayne and watch me dissect it. Do the FCC rules.
You don't think I was thinking about this all day? I was. I listened.
I know. I'm just saying
I
that.
remember these verses in my head. Like, okay, these are slide on the Super Bowl. It's slide.
Right. I'm just saying that he's going to slip up and he's going to say some shit, and then they're going to get some emails. So
niggas think Wayne gonna do hustler music when Pat going for 4.
So give me the 15-minute Lil Wayne set. Tell me what Cunnilingus content y'all cutting out. And 3, and the final one is, does Lil Wayne got the stamina to jump all across all of these apparatuses like they do in the Super Bowl? Let me know that, and then I'll be like, all right, cool, whatever, he should get it. But I ain't got no dog in the fight, but I'm glad to see Kendrick Lamar.
I just want to say this.
What may be the last hip-hop influenced Super Bowl show, because Morgan Wallen, Jelly Roll, Shabuzi, and Miley Cyrus is performing in Santa Clara next year.
And I just want to say this.
Might as well throw Billie Eilish in there too.
And then we'll wrap this up because we got another podcast that got to go live with. Dante been texting me. But couple things. One, I think we gotta say something. Nobody said congratulations, Kendrick. Nobody said that. First rapper ever to headline the Super Bowl.
You know, niggas gon' nigga. That niggas been nigga. We nigga all 20 for this past 24, 48 hours. It's been all niggas.
And number 2, I will give you Kendrick set on Summer Session. I can give you Kendrick set. And I think he's gonna bring Rihanna out, and I think he's gonna bring J. Cole out. It's gonna be like when Kurt Angle went back to the WWF after doing the alliance. J. Cole gonna get back with his brother. He gonna come on stage. He gonna do whatever J. Cole song he does, and then he's gonna be able to do his album rollout that he's supposed to do. But he had to push it back because it didn't go anywhere. Yeah, and thank you, Daniel, in the chat. Beyonce's coming out. Beyonce's gonna come out 100%, and they're gonna do whatever especially if Kamala win.
Yeah, especially if Kamala win.
They're gonna do freedom 100%. 100%.
All right, Mike, end this off.
Hey man, I just want to say one thing too before we head out, man. And we could have used this moment to laugh at white people in the comments for being upset about Kendrick performing, but instead we chose violence against each other.
We gotta have nigga babble.
So that's what we should have been doing. We should have been laughing at the white people mad in the comments about Kendrick Lamar performing, but again, y'all don't fail to disappoint.
What was that Menace Society? Come on, man. We supposed to be brothers.
But now y'all out here scaring the hoes.
Scaring the hoes, man. Hey, man, Some Dude Pod. Make sure y'all rate. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Anywhere you can find your favorite podcasts, that's where you look for Some Dude Pod. Make sure you search the Barber's Chair Network. At Some Dude Pod on Twitter, at Some Dude Pod on IG, at Mike B_CHR, at JR Bang. Scott, plug your shit real quick.
At Barb Chair Scott. I'm not gonna hold you at Barber Chair Net. Visit the bcnetshop.com. Order your Barber Chair Network.
Yo, where's my hoodie at, bro? No,
hold on. I'm gonna check right now. I could have sworn it said
y'all know nigga time, bro.
No, we ain't. All the orders have been sent out. Hold on, I'm about to look at it on air.
I got an email. I had an email about the tracking, but I ain't seen nothing since, bro.
See, you didn't even check your tracking.
No, I gotta check it.
Hey, Scott, I still ain't got no cool hype radio hoodies.
Hey man, be cool, bro. Be cool, fam. I still got you on that, fam.
Yours in transit. It's in transit. Yours in transit. It will be there in a couple days, bro.
I appreciate that.
It says it'll be there. It should be there in a couple days. So
all right,
it's en route.
Bet it up. All right, man. Hey, yo, Facebook group, hashtag Some Dude Pod. Facebook page. Make sure you search Some Dude. I'm Mike B. That's Scott. That's Bang. We gone.
And I beat Mike asses.
He didn't beat my ass. He beat me. He barely beat me. And if I would have had J.K. Dobbins in, shout out to DeAndre Swift, you bum. DeAndre Swift did me dirty. So if I would have had J.K. Dobbins in, I would have beat you. But we out of here.